Question 1. When parking in a 90-degree space in a lot, why is backing into the space recommended? A. It is faster to park. B. It reduces fuel use. C. It allows you to drive forward when leaving, improving visibility. D. It is required by law in all lots. The correct answer is C. It allows you to drive forward when leaving, improving visibility. Explanation. Backing in first lets you exit the space in a forward gear with a better view of traffic and pedestrians. Question 2. What is a key reason for using signal lights during all parking and unparking maneuvers? A. To test if the bulbs are working. B. To satisfy examiners only. C. To advise other drivers of your intention to enter or leave a space. D. To activate brake lights. The correct answer is C. To advise other drivers of your intention to enter or leave a space. Explanation. Signaling communicates your parking intentions to nearby road users and reduces confusion. Question 3. If you drive closely behind another vehicle and hit it from the rear on a clear, dry day, who is usually considered responsible? A. The lead driver. B. The road authority. C. The following driver. D. Both equally. The correct answer is C. The following driver. Explanation. Most rear-end collisions in good conditions are attributed to drivers who fail to maintain a safe following distance. Question 4. On a clear, dry road at 60 kilometers per hour, what is the minimum recommended following distance using the vehicle length rule for passenger vehicles? A. 2 vehicle lengths. B. 3 vehicle lengths. C. 4 vehicle lengths. D. 5 vehicle lengths. The correct answer is B. 3 vehicle lengths. Explanation. At 1 vehicle length per 15 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour requires about 4 lengths. However, the minimum guidance emphasizes at least 1 per 15 kilometers per hour and adjusting for conditions. So at 60 kilometers per hour, you should be in the range of 3 to 4, leaning toward more space. Question 5. Using the 3-second rule, how do you check your following distance? A. Count 3 vehicles between you and the car ahead. B. Count 1001, 1002, 1003 after the vehicle ahead passes a fixed object. C. Count 3 lane markings. D. Check your speedometer for 3 seconds. The correct answer is B. Count 1001, 1002, 1003 after the vehicle ahead passes a fixed object. Explanation. If you reach the object before finishing the count, you are following too closely. Question 6. If road conditions deteriorate from dry to wet, how should you change your following distance? A. Reduce it. B. Keep it the same. C. Increase it. D. Follow based on vehicle size only. The correct answer is C. Increase it. Explanation. Poorer traction and longer stopping distance require a larger gap to stop safely. Question 7. Nearly 2/3 of rear-end collisions occur under which type of conditions? A. Poor road and visibility conditions. B. Ideal driving and road conditions. C. Only at night. D. Only in winter. The correct answer is B. Ideal driving and road conditions. Explanation. Most rear-end collisions happen in apparently good conditions, often because following distances are too short. Question 8. When commercial vehicles are traveling outside city areas, why is a larger following distance recommended? A. They use less fuel. B. They take up more lane space. C. They have reduced visibility and greater stopping distances. D. They travel at lower speeds. The correct answer is C. They have reduced visibility and greater stopping distances. Explanation. Truck drivers require more space to see and to bring their heavier vehicles to a stop safely. Question 9. You are approaching an intersection with 4 stop signs, and you reach the stop at the same time as the vehicle directly to your right. Who should proceed first? A. You should proceed first. B. The vehicle on your right should proceed first. C. Both vehicles should proceed together. D. The larger vehicle should proceed first. The correct answer is B. The vehicle on your right should proceed first. Explanation. When 2 vehicles stop at the same time at a 4-way stop, The driver on the right has the right of way. Question 10. At a four-way stop, you arrive slightly before another vehicle. What should you do? A. Wave the other driver through. B. Proceed first after stopping. C. Move forward without stopping. D. Wait indefinitely. The correct answer is B. Proceed first after stopping. Explanation. The first vehicle to come to a complete stop at a four-way stop has the right of way. Question 11. You have stopped at a four-way stop and are unsure who has the right of way. What is the safest choice? A. Proceed quickly before others move. B. Honk to claim the right of way. C. Yield to the other driver. D. Reverse from the intersection. The correct answer is C. Yield to the other driver. Explanation. When in doubt about right of way, it is safer to yield than to risk a collision. Question 12. You are behind a car stopped at a crosswalk for pedestrians. What must you do? A. Pull out and pass the stopped car. B. Stop as well and wait. C. Drive slowly around the pedestrians. D. Honk to clear the crosswalk. The correct answer is B. Stop as well and wait. Explanation. Drivers must not pass a vehicle that has stopped at a crosswalk because pedestrians may be crossing. Question 13. When making a right turn at an intersection, where should you position your vehicle before the turn? A. In the leftmost lane. B. In the lane closest to the right side of the road. C. Straddling the center line. D. In any open lane. The correct answer is B. In the lane closest to the right side of the road. Explanation. Before turning right, you must move into the lane nearest the right side. Question 14. Before starting a right turn, what must you do at the intersection? A. Slow without stopping. B. Stop only if pedestrians are present. C. Come to a complete stop and yield to pedestrians and traffic. D. Turn without looking. The correct answer is C. Come to a complete stop and yield to pedestrians and traffic. Explanation. You must fully stop where required and give way to pedestrians and other vehicles before turning. Question 15. When you complete a right turn onto a double-lane two-way street, into which lane must you enter? A. Any lane. B. The left lane near the center line. C. The right lane closest to the curb or sidewalk. D. The parking lane. The correct answer is C. The right lane closest to the curb or sidewalk. Explanation. After a right turn, you must enter the lane nearest the curb before making any lane changes. Question 16. You are turning left at an intersection from a two-way street to another two-way street. Which lane should you enter? A. The right lane closest to the curb. B. Any lane that is free. C. The lane immediately to the right of the center line. D. The shoulder. The correct answer is C. The lane immediately to the right of the center line. Explanation. A left turn between two-way streets must be completed into the lane just right of the center line. Question 17. When turning left from a two-way street where there are two left turn lanes, how must you complete your turn? A. Move to any lane on the new street. B. Switch lanes in the intersection. C. Finish the turn in the corresponding lane you started from. D. Turn into the right curb lane. The correct answer is C. Finish the turn in the corresponding lane you started from. Explanation. Each of the two left-turning lanes must end up in the matching lane on the new roadway. Question 18. When making a left turn from a one-way street to a two-way street, which lane must you enter? A. The far right lane. B. The lane just to the right of the center line. C. The shoulder. D. Any lane available. The correct answer is B. The lane just to the right of the center line. Explanation. From a one-way to a two-way street, you must enter the lane nearest the center line on the right side of it. Question 19. When making a left turn from a two-way street to a one-way street, which lane should you enter? A. The left lane of the one-way street. B. The right lane only. C. Any lane including the shoulder. D. The parking lane. The correct answer is A. The left lane of the one-way street. Explanation. You move from the lane nearest the center line into the left lane of the one-way street when it is safe. Question 20. When preparing for a left turn at an intersection from a two-way street, how should you position your vehicle? A. Close to the right curb. B. In the lane immediately to the right of the center line. C. Partly in both lanes. D. In the parking lane. The correct answer is B. In the lane immediately to the right of the center line. Explanation. You must be in the lane next to the center line before making a left turn. Question 21. When turning left at an intersection with two left turn lanes, which turning lane should you normally choose? A. The leftmost turning lane. B. The rightmost turning lane. C. Any lane without signaling. D. The shoulder lane. The correct answer is B. The rightmost turning lane. Explanation. Using the rightmost left turn lane helps avoid swinging wide and improves visibility of drivers on your left. Question 22. When performing a two-point turn using a side road on the left, what is your first action? A. Stop before the side road on the right side. B. Drive past the side road and stop at the extreme left edge. C. Signal left and turn into the side road, then reverse back into your lane. D. Turn around in one movement. The correct answer is C. Signal left and turn into the side road, then reverse back into your lane. Explanation. A two-point turn using a left side road is done by entering the side road forward, then reversing back out to face the opposite direction. Question 23. Under which condition is a U-turn allowed? A. At any intersection with a green light. B. On any hill with good traction. C. Only where the road is wide enough, visibility is good, and no rule or sign prohibits it. D. Anywhere there is no center line. The correct answer is C. Only where the road is wide enough, visibility is good, and no rule or sign prohibits it. Explanation. You may make a U-turn only if one swing is possible, visibility front and rear is adequate, and it does not interfere with other traffic. Question 24. Where is a U-turn specifically prohibited? A. In a driveway. B. At an intersection. C. In a parking lot. D. On a divided highway with a median opening. The correct answer is B. At an intersection. Explanation. U-turns are not allowed at intersections, near hill crests, on curves, where they interfere with traffic, or where signs forbid them. Question 25. You are approaching a roundabout planning to use the first exit. Which lane should you use to approach and travel through? A. Left lane. B. Right lane. C. Either lane. D. Shoulder. The correct answer is B. Right lane. Explanation. Drivers exiting at the first opportunity should approach and travel in the right lane. Question 26. You intend to travel past the first exit and take at least the second exit in a two-lane roundabout. Which lane should you use when entering? A. Right lane only. B. Left lane. C. Either lane without signaling. D. Shoulder lane. The correct answer is B. Left lane. Explanation. Vehicles going at least halfway around should enter and circulate in the left lane. Question 27. Inside a two-lane roundabout, which driver must yield when the paths of vehicles in the inside and outside lanes cross? A. The vehicle in the inside lane. B. The vehicle in the outside lane. C. The larger vehicle. D. Neither vehicle. The correct answer is B. The vehicle in the outside lane. Explanation. When paths cross, the outside lane driver must yield to traffic in the inside lane. Question 28. When using a roundabout, what is the rule about changing lanes while circulating? A. Allowed anytime with signals. B. Allowed only near exits. C. Not allowed at all. D. Allowed only from right to left. The correct answer is C. Not allowed at all. Explanation. Lane changes are prohibited inside the roundabout. You must stay in your lane until you exit. Question 29. You are driving toward a crosswalk and see pedestrians stepping off the curb to cross your lane. What must you do? A. Slow slightly and drive behind them. B. Stop and allow them to cross your lane completely. C. Honk to warn them to hurry. D. Drive around them if there is room. The correct answer is B. Stop and allow them to cross your lane completely. Explanation. Drivers must stop and remain stopped until pedestrians have safely crossed the lane they are in. Question 30. On a multi-lane road, a vehicle in the lane beside you has stopped at a crosswalk. What is the safest action to take? A. Pass the vehicle carefully without stopping. B. Stop as well and check for pedestrians. C. Honk and wave them on. D. Change lanes and accelerate. The correct answer is B. Stop as well and check for pedestrians. Explanation: you must not pass a vehicle stopped at a crosswalk because pedestrians may be crossing in front of it. Question 31. You are approaching a sidewalk where your driveway meets the road. Pedestrians are walking across the driveway. What should you do? A. Drive through if they have not reached your lane. B. Stop and yield to the pedestrians. C. Honk and proceed. D. Force them to wait. The correct answer is B. Stop and yield to the pedestrians. Explanation: drivers must yield to pedestrians on sidewalks and driveways when entering or leaving the roadway. Question 32. When can you legally block a sidewalk with your parked vehicle? A. When you are staying in the vehicle. B. When loading or unloading. C. Never. D. Only at night. The correct answer is C. Never. Explanation: parking must not block a sidewalk or prevent pedestrians from using it. Question 33. Which of the following locations is specifically prohibited for parking? A. In a assigned parking stall. B. In front of an authorized loading door. C. In a residential driveway. D. In a paved parking lot. The correct answer is B. In front of an authorized loading door. Explanation: parking in front of an authorized loading door is not allowed because it obstructs access. Question 34. Which situation is an example of double parking? A. Parking at an angle to the curb. B. Parking behind another parked vehicle in the same lane. C. Parking partly on the curb. D. Parking in a driveway. The correct answer is B. Parking behind another parked vehicle in the same lane. Explanation: double parking means stopping beside a vehicle already parked at the side of the road, which obstructs traffic. Question 35. Which of the following is a correct statement about where you must not park? A. You must not park within 10 meters of a stop sign. B. You must not park within 2 meters of a stop sign. C. You must not park within 1 meter of a stop sign. D. You must not park within 20 meters of a stop sign. The correct answer is A. You must not park within 10 meters of a stop sign. Explanation: parking within 10 meters of a stop sign or other traffic control signal is prohibited. Question 36. How close may you park to a crosswalk? A. Not within 2 meters. B. Not within 4 meters. C. Not within 6 meters. D. Not within 10 meters. The correct answer is C. Not within 6 meters. Explanation: you must not park within 6 meters of a crosswalk. Question 37. What is the minimum distance you must keep from a fire hydrant when parking on the road? A. 1 meter from the hydrant itself. B. 1 meter from the point on the curb opposite the hydrant. C. 2 meters from the hydrant. D. 5 meters from the hydrant. The correct answer is B. 1 meter from the point on the curb opposite the hydrant. Explanation: parking is prohibited within 1 meter of the point on the curb or road edge immediately opposite a fire hydrant. Question 38. How close may you park to a bus stop? A. Not within 5 meters. B. Not within 10 meters. C. Not within 15 meters. D. Not within 20 meters. The correct answer is D. Not within 20 meters. Explanation: you may not park within 20 meters of a bus stop. Question 39. What is the minimum distance you must keep from a railway crossing when parking? A. 5 meters. B. 10 meters. C. 15 meters. D. 20 meters. The correct answer is C. 15 meters. Explanation: parking is prohibited within 15 meters of a railway crossing. Question 40. How close may you park to the entrance of a fire station? A. Not within 3 meters. B. Not within 5 meters. C. Not within 7 meters. D. Not within 10 meters. The correct answer is C. Not within 7 meters. Explanation: you may not park within 7 meters of the entrance to a fire station. Question 41. How close may you park to the entrance of a public building such as a school or church? A. Not within 2 meters. B. Not within 4 meters. C. Not within 6 meters. D. Not within 8 meters. The correct answer is C. Not within 6 meters. Explanation: parking is not allowed within 6 meters of the entrance to a public building. Question 42. When parking on the highway shoulder because of a breakdown, how should you position your vehicle? A. At an angle to the traffic lane. B. On the right shoulder, parallel to the roadway. C. On the left shoulder facing traffic. D. Partly in the traffic lane. The correct answer is B. On the right shoulder, parallel to the roadway. Explanation: the vehicle must be on the right shoulder and parallel to the road, so it is clear of moving traffic. Question 43. When parked on a highway shoulder, from what minimum distance must your vehicle be visible in both directions? A. 20 meters. B. 40 meters. C. 60 meters. D. 100 meters. The correct answer is C. 60 meters. Explanation: your vehicle must be visible from at least 60 meters away in either direction. Question 44. When you leave a parked vehicle, which of the following must you do? A. Leave the key in the ignition. B. Leave the transmission in neutral. C. Lock the ignition, remove the key, and apply the brake properly. D. Leave the engine running. The correct answer is C. Lock the ignition, remove the key, and apply the brake properly. Explanation: securing the vehicle helps prevent it from moving or being driven away without authorization. Question 45. What is the primary reason you should turn your wheels when parking on a hill? A. To protect your tires. B. To make it easier to leave. C. To ensure the vehicle will roll away from traffic if the brakes fail. D. To keep the steering wheel straight. The correct answer is C. To ensure the vehicle will roll away from traffic if the brakes fail. Explanation: wheel position on a hill is chosen so that any unintentional rolling moves the vehicle away from moving traffic. Question 46. If you park facing uphill and there is a curb, which way should you turn your wheels? A. Toward the curb. B. Toward the center of the street. C. Straight ahead. D. Any direction. The correct answer is B. Toward the center of the street. Explanation: turning toward the center allows the front wheel to roll gently back into the curb and helps stop the vehicle. Question 47. If you park facing uphill and there is no curb, which way should you turn your wheels? A. Toward the center of the road. B. Straight ahead. C. Toward the edge of the street. D. Any direction. The correct answer is C. Toward the edge of the street. Explanation: with no curb, pointing the wheels toward the edge makes the vehicle roll away from traffic if it moves. Question 48. When you park facing downhill, which way must you turn your front wheels? A. Toward the edge of the street. B. Toward the center of the street. C. Straight ahead. D. Away from the edge. The correct answer is A. Toward the edge of the street. Explanation: turning toward the edge ensures that any rolling will be away from the traffic lane. Question 49. You are parked on a hill and preparing to leave the space. What should you do with your wheels before moving off? A. Leave them turned toward the curb or edge. B. Straighten them only after you start moving. C. Straighten them before moving and check traffic. D. Turn them sharply away from the lane. The correct answer is C. Straighten them before moving and check traffic. Explanation: before pulling away from a hill park, you should straighten the wheels, check traffic, signal, and leave only when it is safe. Question 50. Before moving from any park position, what is the correct sequence of actions? A. Signal, pull out, then check mirrors. B. Check mirrors and blind spot. Signal, then pull away when safe. C. Honk, then pull away quickly. D. Pull away slowly, then signal. The correct answer is B. Check mirrors and blind spot, signal, then pull away when safe. Explanation: Drivers must not move from a parked position until they have checked traffic, signaled, and confirmed it is safe to re-enter the lane.